All right, let's dive right in. If you're in the broadcast industry today, you're not just seeing an update. You're standing on the edge of a massive, fundamental change. The technology we're about to cover, it isn't just another shiny new toy. It's completely rewriting the rules of how we tell stories on screen.
And this quote right here, this gets to the absolute heart of it. This isn't just about new software. It's a profound identity change that's driving everything we're seeing. We're moving away from, just decorating the screen with some lower thirds and graphics. Now, it's all about creating the story, live in real time. Getting this is the key to everything that follows. So let's start with Section 1, a new business. Because what we're really talking about here isn't just a tech upgrade, it's a whole new paradigm, a completely new way of thinking about media.
Which, brings us to a pretty uncomfortable truth in Section 2, the survival gap. There's this huge chasm opening up between the old ways of doing things and the new world of how people actually consume media. And a lot of folks don't want to admit how wide that gap has become.
I mean, the contrast it's stark. On the left, you've got the old way. And let's be honest, this probably looks really familiar, right? Recycling the same old templates, slapping that red breaking news banner on everything, and basically treating graphics like wallpaper. But on the right, that's the new reality, and it's already here. We're talking about election results visualized as these amazing 3D models right in the studio, and production pipelines that are just supercharged by AI.
And this is exactly why we can't mince words. This isn't just some small gap in technology or a little change in style. For broadcasters who don't adapt, this is an existential threat. This is a survival gap.
Okay, on to Section 3, the game changers. So what's actually driving this revolution? Let's break down the 3 core technologies that are making all this happen. First up, Vizrt. Think of it as the execution engine. Now, a lot of people know Vizrt as a great graphics tool, but it has evolved into something so much bigger. It's now a complete production ecosystem. It's like the central nervous system that takes all your assets, your graphics, your videos, and pushes them out to every single platform, letting you do more, faster, with fewer people.
Next, we have Unreal Engine, the visual experience. This is the leap from just designing graphics to literally designing worlds. We're talking about incredible virtual studios, augmented reality that blends seamlessly with the real world, and cinematic environments that are rendered in real time. Why? Because today's audience doesn't just want to watch the story, they want to feel like they're inside of it.
And finally, the silent game changer, AI. And let's be really clear here. This is not about replacing creatives. It's about replacing the slow, manual, repetitive tasks that just bog them down. Imagine just speaking and having a ticker write itself perfectly, or raw data automatically generating polished, beautiful graphics in seconds. That's the power AI is bringing to the table.
Now for Section 4, the next-gen formula. This is where it all clicks. The real aha moment comes when you see how these 3 powerful forces combine to create a brand new formula for success.
Here's how it all builds up. You start with AI, letting it handle all the heavy lifting with data and automation. Then you add Unreal Engine on top of that for a breathtaking, immersive visual experience. And finally, you plug all of it into Vizrt, the execution engine that just seamlessly pushes your amazing content out to every platform.
And the result of that equation? This is next-gen broadcast. That simple formula. That defines the new standard. It's the new benchmark for what modern media production is supposed to look like.
So that brings us to Section 5, evolve or become irrelevant. And really, this is the critical crossroads where every single broadcaster now stands. The choice is simple, but it is also brutal. So for those who ignore this massive shift, the path is, well, it's pretty predictable. You will lose audience attention because your content is just going to feel static and boring. You will look completely outdated on social media, where the visual language is everything. And ultimately, you're going to become irrelevant, probably a lot faster than you think is even possible. But what about the path of smart broadcasters? What are they doing? Well, they're already integrating AI deep into their content workflows. They're adopting Unreal for truly immersive virtual storytelling. They're upgrading their Vizrt pipelines for real-time multi-platform output. And maybe most importantly, they're focusing on aesthetics and the psychology of viewer engagement, not just adding more on-screen noise.
And now for our final section. As we bring this all home, it really comes down to one crucial point. This whole revolution isn't about the individual tools. It's about the strategy behind them.
So remember this. The future is not about choosing between Vizrt,
Unreal, or AI. The real winners are going to be the ones who figure out how to intelligently combine them into a seamless, powerful, and absolutely captivating storytelling machine.
And that leaves us with one last question for you to think about. When you look at your own workflows, at your own organization, are you genuinely ready for this shift, or are you still just relying on templates? The answer to that question might just define your future.